State of gratitude is very important, be setting aside the ego and which understanding that everything you know about that is subject must momentarily be set aside in order to allow a correct interpretation and absorption of the knowledge that follow. The state of gratitude is equal to a state of receptivity. This because among the thousands of characteristics of this perfect machine called the human body, there is up to being a receptacle. Among its many uses is that the information archived in a mental state with theta waves, which were used by great minds and renowned scientists whose legacy still endures, as many of them in advanced age confirmed that their inventions came from dreams or visions. It is what received these words or interaction necessary for their creations. Examples of these are the great Einstein or Tesla. As mentioned before, we can become a receptacle for many things, and what brings you here is a state of receptivity of gratitude. But let's see has what it truly is. Although these words themselves explain it's a simple way. For many years of my life, I didn't know how to implement this mechanism. I can see many people, even of the advanced age, will still fail to understand that, and this is harm them constantly with them realize it. This is not about being humble on the extreme point, or not about being selfish. It's simply about learning to open ourselves to receive from others. Simple samples are when the people given us gift or thank us for action we done for them, even when providing services useful every day or something as important to listen to another the problems, offering a shoulder and giving advice. Of course, this is not a problem. We are very useful to doing it, and I don't believe that anyone here is incapable of this. The problem comes after these acts, after what has been mentioned above, or programming of scarcity created over the years come to the light, as well as the lack of importance given to know how to receive from others. Example: you are welcome. Don't worry, it wasn't important. You owe me nothing. It's nothing. Thanks for the gifts, but I didn't have to. What you are giving me is so much. And many other innocent everyday phrases that actually tell the other persons. And the most important, the universe, which constantly listens and feels our emotions. My time has no value. I'm not worthy. I don't deserve what is giving me. I know how to give, but I don't truly know how to receive. I don't know open to things come to me. And many other messages sought to read between the lines, and I insist, for years I was that person. This generates certainly types of vibration and the energetic level that affect the field around us, and therefore we receive what corresponds to it. Universal maximum. Like energy attracts each other, different ones repels. If you do everything for nothing, if your time has no value, if you don't deserve it, if the other shouldn't bother giving a gift, we don't be surprised when, At the end of the day, you feel low in energy, rejected, and are the one who supports everyone else their problems. But when you need help, there is a no one for you. You don't know why? Because you self have decreed. It is why your energy and your words. For this reason, the field begins to restructure itself around and brings more of what you vibrate with. What you think, what you say, repeat, and declare all the time. Remember that the universe makes no distinction between good and evil like the subconscious. It only gives you what your desire. And if you desire to help others and not to able to help, your desires are others, as the lamp of Aladdin will say. Now that you understand the mechanism, let us see how to resolve this so that is changed completely. One of the maximum I always explain is that the universe don't like empty space. Therefore, what you must be done is not to remain silent when this situation arises, nor to avoid them or close ourselves off and stop helping others. If you are able to do so, go ahead. But what you must change is the response, what came out of your mind or inner level. If you help someone by offering your time, your services, your experiences, teaching things, or making small gestures, feels learn to feel that you are doing is authentic, that you are doing is because you truly want to. If you are not doing is willingly, it's better to not continue. Another important point is that when the other person thanks you, stop responding like a robot on automatic mode and truly perceive their words. They are genuinely thanking you, giving value to you what you do to a greater or lesser degree. By responding negatively, you don't not only remove merit from your actions, but also from how the other person feels thanks you to your help. And more of the most important factors as learn to respond with phrases such as I was happy to do it. It was a pleasure. Thanks for your gift. I really like it. Thanks for your words. Thank you is a very useful for me. It's always a pleasure to help others. Thank you for trusting me. I do everything for the heart. I'm glad to help you. If you put attention, you will see that there is a great change. That change much greater in an inner impact within you, because your response will be authentic. The other person will understand them as such. The universe will understand that now, yes, you have become a true receptacle of gratitude, and since everything is energy, by the law of vibration will end up attraction more of the same. If you begin to notice that the people are more receptive toward you, and that they always have a detail, a gift, a gestures, and good actions, there will be nothing more than begins of perceiving how, in a conscious way, you have modified your field and consequently what's around you and the environment. Another effect will be you are perceived externally, not only because you know how to accept gift, it's because you are the people who value themselves and value their time. You stop to becoming on one call psychologist or mechanic to help whenever someone asks. Instead, you help when you are truly able to do so and you are authentically. Therefore, the return will be equal or greater, since the person will see you with greater respect and inner value and will react accordingly. The more you help, the more you will be helped. The more you receive, you are, the more good things will arrive. The more you respect your time and your actions, the more will be respect from the outside. This occurs by the law of correspondence. All of this change mentioned above will always and constantly be perceived by the universe. There is always something there is watching us. Call it is whatever resonates most with you. Guardian angel, God, Jesus, Buddha. What matters is that there is always something that witnesses everything we do and how we react. And if that something see that we change, that is, that we evolve, then it will begin to treat us differently. To put it very simple, we will level up. Therefore, people, situations, and the returns we receive from others will grow exponentially, and in some cases to level we never suspected. You may begin to receive money for that you previously didn't for free. If you are really receiving some income, it will multiply. Invitation to travel or to live adventure you are never experienced before may arrive. The universe will begin to reward and send things according to your new level of vibration. So what does all for this mean? This means that our actions affect a greater field of people and thus your form of help and reach at deeper levels. The universe will correspond with gratitude, gestures, and benefit in the same way. You must be understand that the universe don't send anything to anyone for which they are not truly prepared. Put simple, if we store our savings in a small card box, do not be surprised if this fills with a little and is unable to hold much more than you will like. But that happens. If we buy the safe, people who have safe in their homes do not keep them empty. I am sure of that. So, greater the receptacle, the greater is the capacity, and by the principle of correspondence, the more will arrive. If you truly understand this previous sentence, you will be understand that there are not truly limits. Those are placed only by us, consciously or unconsciously, from our level and evolutions and programming. Mostly of these places are here in the childhood. Once we break those limits, will we grow and everything also will respond. It's not magic, it's energy. And here I'll explain the mechanism through which it is work. Always remember that you will not give or offer something to a person who doesn't deserve it, who doesn't not like what you give, or who even reject it. In the same way, the universe acts with us. Lets us consciously learn to become a true receptacle of abundance, to live in a constant state of gratitude. Do you have money, health, a job, a roof over your head, willpower, the material things you need? Do you have in your life everything you want, the big and the small one? Then learn 24 hours a day, the 7 days a week, to wake up and be grateful for it. And you will see how it's grown constantly. The difference is that now you know why. And for finish this video, I left an advice. For this transformation, it's essential to manage higher levels of energy. For this reason, we must be more conscious of the food and beverage we consume.